Hello everybody, my name is Franklin, and have you ever wondered how well do you speak Spanish? And my question to you is, have you used YouTube's built-in technology to give you an objective evaluation, at least in part, of how well you speak Spanish? And so you can see on my screen this thing right here where YouTube can actually auto-generate Spanish subtitles, and you'll see how significant that is in a little bit. All right, my name is Franklin, and this is First 1,000 Hours. And so I just want to welcome language learning lover or Kina here to this live stream as well. And so we're going to go into this right now. So first of all, I think we need to know what is the objective of YouTube. What YouTube wants to do is it wants to surface the right video to the right person at the right time. And it also wants people to have a satisfied viewing experience. So what I mean by satisfied is that people, if they're looking, for instance, for a nature video, and they're going on YouTube and they see this picture, this title and thumbnail that's talking about a nature documentary or something like that, and they click on that, and then if the video turns into this video about sports or something, and they're like, just a minute, I wanted to learn about nature, I'm seeing this thing about sports, that can negatively, give people a bad user experience because they saw something in the title and thumbnail, but it was not, it turned into a clickbait video. And so this is what YouTube has to do. It's critical to YouTube's business model to categorize videos accurately, because here in YouTube, people can lie. They can say, okay, a video is about one thing, but then it could be about something else. People can lie, and so YouTube has had to independently evaluate what a video is talking about. And so the longer someone can stay on YouTube, the more chances YouTube has to monetize that person, and YouTube wants the person to have a good experience. So we're going to see how that applies to evaluating Spanish, but just go with me. I'm going to show you some of the technology that YouTube has to evaluate videos, and then we're going to see again how that is useful in evaluating Spanish videos as well. So this is interesting. I went onto the YouTube blog today, and 500 plus hours of content is uploaded to YouTube every single minute. And so YouTube has to have, it has to be able to categorize all of this content, and it is using software to do that in part as well. So I just want to show you one thing that YouTube is able to do. And so the parent company of YouTube is Google. And what Google has is it has this technology called Cloud Vision, which allows to evaluate images and other things like that. And so I just want to show you how Cloud Vision works with allowing you to see how it evaluated one of my thumbnails that I did about not having fear in speaking in Spanish or speaking a language or whatever. And I talked about some other things. But anyway, look at this thumbnail. Okay, this is how it looks, right? And then now I'm showing you how Cloud Vision works and how it's actually analyzing the faces. And you can see the face to the right, it knows that face is very likely that face is expressing joy. So you can see again, if I go back to this picture, you can see the picture to the right. It knows that face has joy, and it shows you that evaluation right there. And then if you look at face number 2, it says, okay, joy is unlikely for the face to the left. Okay, and then it shows other things, like it knows that there are 2 people in that picture. It also knows things like this. If I go to the next slide, you'll see that it shows also, it knows basically what is being shared in the text, like what the text is all about and all of that. And it's interesting, in block number 3, if you look at one of my shirts, it even shows that apparently my shirt says US. I didn't know it even said that, but it goes really deep in evaluating things. And one thing I did not show here is that YouTube even knew that was, our Cloud Vision even knew that was a dress shirt. So it went a deep dive in evaluation. So YouTube not only allows me to upload content, it is really focused on independently evaluating what I am actually saying and it can read things in my video. It literally reads my video, it listens to my video, okay? And so one thing that I did in 2018 is I did this. I did a video in Spanish, or at least I said to YouTube, my video is in Spanish. Okay, and it was my first cooking video I did on my other channel, opensourcevegan.com. But what happened in this video is that from YouTube's independent analysis, it determined that my video was English. It didn't think that I spoke or sounded Spanish, even though I believe I indicated to YouTube, yes, this is a Spanish video. YouTube said, no, we're going to auto-generate this into English subtitles. And when you look at auto-generated subtitles on YouTube, that is something that a creator is not able to tell YouTube about. I can't tell YouTube, okay, go ahead and go ahead and generate subtitles in English automatically or in Spanish automatically. That is something that YouTube is able to do. And so no matter what I said to YouTube, it said that was an auto-generated English. That was an English video, even though I was speaking in Spanish. Okay, now fast forward to 2020, I repurposed that video and I made a short video that was less than 1 minute, and I uploaded that to YouTube. And then I wanted to show you what happened. Even in 2020, November 1st, YouTube said that was auto-generated. YouTube determined that still was an English video. Even though I was just speaking in Spanish, I was just sharing my bloopers in Spanish. YouTube said, no, that's not not a Spanish video, that's an English video. All right, and so 2 days later, I spoke in Spanish in a live stream, and I did that in an unedited way, and I just spoke in Spanish. But this time, something different happened. This was November 3rd, 2020. I got Spanish auto-generated subtitles. And again, I did not tell YouTube about this. I did not say, hey, YouTube, go ahead and auto-generate Spanish subtitles. YouTube did that based on its own independent analysis, and YouTube has to strive all the time with its machine learning and all of this to be more and more accurate in how they categorize videos. Like I just already talked about the reasons why. And so I was really excited about that, because that was a way for me to evaluate and say, wow, there is a progression in my speech. And I want to encourage you to upload videos to YouTube, and maybe you will get at one point this as well, where you'll see that your videos have auto-generated Spanish subtitles. And I think that's pretty awesome to strive to get to that point, and even further than that point as well. Because if you look at my video, I make a lot of mistakes and all of that, but I sounded Spanish enough for YouTube. All right, so why should you upload videos of you speaking Spanish to YouTube? One big reason is that you get an objective evaluation system. Okay, and YouTube is not concerned about your feelings. They're not trying to give you these auto-generated subtitles in Spanish to make you feel good, or they're not trying to have subtitles in English so that you can feel better about yourself or whatever. It has nothing to do with your feelings. It's about YouTube seeking to be as accurate as possible so that it can surface the right content to the right people at the right time. And so I like that, because it's eliminating some of the bias that you might get from different perspectives outside of a machine. And you still need those perspectives, by the way, a lot of times. Okay, it's not perfect. Okay, so YouTube is not going to evaluate whether or not you're speaking perfect Spanish. That's not what it's trying to do. Okay, so you still need other evaluation systems as well. We still need people as well. Okay, and the other thing you can do is you can unlist the video, so you can only allow the video to maybe be public to only people that have the link, or you can make your videos private. The other thing that's nice is when you have videos uploaded, like I have videos uploaded of me speaking in Spanish in 2017, in 2018, 2019, 2020, I can see my progression over time. And what I don't see about myself is I don't see perfection, but I see progression. And to me, that's what gets me excited about my Spanish journey. And that's what I want to encourage you. And I know that sometimes we can be afraid of speaking in our target language because we might not sound perfect, but I want us to look more so at looking at, do I see progression? Am I seeking to improve? And I think that's going to be more helpful evaluation system over time. And so I hope that you will utilize the technology in YouTube to help you evaluate your speech. All right, and I want to talk to you more about challenges and struggles. And I know that one of them is speaking, but then I also want to share with you 10 plus challenges that I've had with Spanish. So you can go ahead and click the video on your screen. And there's a video also that YouTube recommends. And I hope to see you in the next video.